but I do need to show you something that I got because it's something I'm going to use. So I finally got one of these monitors by BenQ. I just wanted a monitor that has low or anti-flicker. It has something built in to help with the blue light, because that's the harmful wave of light that comes from artificial light sources. Smartphone, iPad, tablet, all of them have it. It's especially important not to hold your device so close to your eyes. Even those VR headsets, unless you have something that's blocking out the blue light, you can cause some damage. Some of it's short-term, but some of it is long-term. And I know computers have things built in. It's nice when the monitor can assist. The other thing is I wanted a USB-C connection because I'm using a Mac Studio, not the newest one, but when they first came out. And of all the things Apple did right, their HDMI port is a little sketch. Yeah, if you can go into a USB-C, it is better. Now, why wouldn't I just get the adapter to convert it from HDMI to USB-C and then just go into the USB-C port? The problem is those adapters are also not always great, and you don't get the same output as far as the video quality, even between the studio and whatever monitor you're using. There's another kind of funny bug where the keyboard and mouse, normally when you do something on them, it wakes the monitor up. Well, on this Mac, either the brand of monitor you use or the type of connection you use can impact if that works or how long it takes to come back. So there are other things too. One of them is refresh rate, and the other one is the hertz. So one of that involves basically how quick it starts up from being asleep, and the other one will involve motion blur if there's a lot of things moving. Okay, so usually the higher number for the refresh rate is good for a lot of motion. Oh my gosh, is this all in Chinese? I can't blame them. I'm here in China, so I kind of expect it. Oh, this one's in English. Great. Okay, does this tell us anything cool? It's a PD series. This is, I guess, Design View Designer Monitor. It's a little better quality than what I had before. And again, what it comes down to is it's your eyes. So let me try to do this on camera. Yeah, things falling. Falling. Ah. Oh, what is it? Okay. Huh. Individual calibration report. Interesting. I have no idea what it is. Ah, it's a PD2705Q, which is the model number of this one. And it says gamma curve. Great. Color temperature. Yeah. Color temperature is important. Gamma is important. Color gamut. Okay, it's just got the RGB. Into signal, digital, measurement device, Konica Minolta. Yeah, I come from a printer's world, so I do understand that. Oh, and they got cool little graphs. If you're really into that and you can read those, awesome. I think I look at some general numbers online. I read a lot of reviews before I make a decision, and I just go with that. This is actually kind of a cool setup. They have this impressive base. You can go up and down with the monitor. You can tilt it. You know, like if it's sitting flat, you can go this way or this way. You can also, I know that seems like such a small and petty little thing, but believe me, when your desk setup isn't perfect, and I am a little bit limited for space, I like to have some adjustments. I don't think the screen I'm currently using even can do that. This is probably like one of these VGA mount sort of things, but I'm not doing this on camera. But basically, you would just take the base and snap it into here. And then, of course, your monitor would attach to this. This is what I mean. You can, I'm not sure if this is going to do it for me. Yeah, it's kind of stiff. But I'm thinking with the monitor, the weight, it's not going to seem so much. It's able to tilt that direction. And on here, the base should be able to swivel a little bit. And it's probably got, yeah, it's got some kind of a lock down here. So you'd want to loosen that first. Let me move these off to show you the beauty, the gem dandy. Okay, let's see if I can do this without breaking anything. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, infants, don't put this over your face. It can cause suffocation. Yeah, it's generally a good idea not to put a plastic bag under your head. Okay, so yeah, I'm not sure if this is going to look special on camera. I doubt it, but I'm going to get out of there. Yeah. Okay, so here you are. It does have a nice smell. Very cool. There it is. BenQ. Now, I can just tell you from the beginning here that the back is a very standard. You snap it in place. On the bottom, what do I see? I see the standard USB-C. I do see looks like 2 different display ports. HDMI, I see USB-C. Now, when I say USB, like A, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, but there's also the old school one. There's a place for a headphone jack too, that little 3.5 millimeter thing. But if you want to see it, I don't know how well it shows up. I'm showing it so you can see all of the ports. And what I mean by old school USB is it has the funky little square side. You'd see this a lot more with printers and things like that. If you're using something that generates quite a bit of power, sometimes hair dryers and things like that can. If you've got the wrong numbers on your appliance and you plug it in and you're in another country, like I just went from, of course, USB 120 to places like China being 220, your electronics may suffer and it could destroy them. So it's good to either read up from the manufacturer to see if it can take it, or use like a step down, an adapter, power converter, something so that your stuff is good no matter where you use it. But anyways, I'm not flexing, showing you that I got a screen or something like that, a monitor. I'm just saying that I had to get a new thing because my old thing is not working right and it's affecting my eyes. It took me a little while to figure out the menu options to go through and find everything. There's a couple things I will tell you about this monitor that weren't the easiest experiences for me. When my monitor came, it was not in English, it was in Chinese. And I can use an app to translate this, but it is not super simple. There is a way it can lock the menu, and it's like a on-screen menu, maybe OSM might be what it is. But basically, if you just hit the wrong configuration of buttons on the bottom of the monitor, it locks. And then you can't change the settings. Sadly for me, was not in English. So finding the right way to undo what I did, the language option, you can't access if the other things are locked. Now basically what it is on the far right, you have the power button. The one next to it is the menu button. And then the next 3 buttons going towards the left are your inputs. So I think one of those is going to be USB-C, DisplayPort, and HDMI. Might have 2 of those switched, but the USB-C is definitely next to the menu. If you go online, you can find a way through the BenQ website telling you how to unlock it, and just read it as many times as needed, but it can unlock, which is great. Now, my other thing about this monitor I should mention is it was going to sleep when the computer went to sleep. And when I would turn the computer back on, I see all the lights on the keyboard, everything's happening. Monitor's not coming on. And one of the things I wanted with the USB-C monitor is a very nice, fast, sharp refresh time, and that it wakes up with the computer, so I don't have to fiddle with the little power button each time. Yeah, who wants that? So I went online, I did some research, I read some Reddits. Now for Mac users, they have this special cable which goes USB-C to DisplayPort, and it can really give you the best video quality, I think, of any of the cables that are out now. It's still in the box. Yeah, I found a different solution. There's 2 things about this. One, my monitor is going to be limited to a 60 hertz refresh rate no matter what. That's the way it was built. So even if I have a better cable, it's not really going to be better. The other thing is, after making this purchase on the online Taobao site, I found a setting where you could supply, I think it says like USB-C power. But what it's really telling you is not that it's giving power through the USB-C. It means that it detects the power from the USB-C. And I think this monitor does have the ability to charge a USB-C device. But all I know is when I turn this feature on, now if the Mac Studio is asleep and I'm moving the mouse or whatever, monitor comes on. So if you have a BenQ monitor and it wasn't explained clearly, you can get around it by either going to a DisplayPort cable that goes to USB-C, or you can use the one USB-C to USB-C and then just tell it power USB-C, and somehow that works. So I hope that helps. Now jumping into the other thing. The other thing is an app called Splashtop. Super excited about it. Worked with it to get my lighting right on some videos I shot yesterday. It solves a very simple problem, a way to see my desktop on my iPhone so I could adjust the lighting in real time, look at it like the camera sees it. Now what's nice about Splashtop is it doesn't just let you view the desktop. You can actually control what's happening on the computer with your fingers. It's like a touch screen. I think that's pretty awesome. And then when I was done with my session, I turned off the iPhone connection, powered it down, this is normal. And then today when I was going to set it up, it never finds the computer. I get that it's on a trial. It's supposed to be a 7-day trial. So what options do I have? When I go into the iPhone bit, and I try to go into the thing, it says your computer list is empty. So step 1, install Streamer on the computers you wish to connect to. You have one option. And that one option is add a remote computer. You go to add a remote computer, you have one option. Send the download link to the computer you want to access. But my computer already has the app. So I sent the download link. It's the same app to install. I went ahead and installed it again. Nothing. My computer is logged in. Same Wi-Fi network. I turn off the VPN on the computer and on the phone. So we have the same Wi-Fi network, the same app, the same login credentials, and it can't see the computer. With only one option, is to send the computer a message to download the program again. If it was easy to just ask the company a question and then get a reply, I might. But when I looked at their website, the little Zendesk pops up. Usually that means nobody's there and you're talking to a robot. And it starts asking you a lot of questions and you have to sign waivers about whatever before they'll even start giving you the automated answers. It was just a lot. So I was hoping for an app that was easier to use. I'm not about to pay for the Splashtop app. I think it's for $5 a month for something this simple. Really, my use case is when I have the camera setup going on, my monitor for the computer's a little far away. If I'm able to see what's happening on the phone, then I can make sure that the light's good, the focus is good, and I can hit stop and start on the recording, which saves a little bit of editing later. I'm not asking for much. And I have other apps on the computer that do similar things, but they're not installed on my iPhone. So that's a problem. But Splashtop, great concept. First time I used it, awesome. And it could be a very good product. But in my use case, I had a problem with it, and I'm just letting you know because I mentioned it in another video. I wanted to follow up.